Hey guys, it's Deltia from Deltia'sGaming.com. In part 7, Tamriel A to Z, we talk about Cyrodiil and PvP in Elder Scrolls Online. Most people don't know that you can actually enter PvP as early as level 10 and get started enjoying the fun. This video that I'm showing you is from one of our morning shows that we do with Mav Show and I on a stream, where we pretty much play PvP, do corpses and coffee, and have fun and make fun of each other and dink around. It's so much fun to PvP in this game. I think it's one of the best ways to experience Tamriel with friends. Now, it is a little bit counterintuitive how you start, what the campaigns are. There's a leaderboard, how you even get into the campaign, but that's what this video's purpose for. So if you don't know how to enter Cyrodiil, or maybe you're on a console waiting to get it, you must watch this video. Hey guys, it's Deltia from Deltia'sGaming.com to do another episode Tamriel A to Z real quick on how to enter Cyrodiil. So basically at level 10 you can start PvPing, which is through Cyrodiil. And how you do it is you basically hit the L key, which brings up your Alliance War. There's two options to enter a campaign. You can enter as a guest or you can enter as your home. Let me explain both. Basically, a guest is you can still experience the PvP, but you don't get any rewards at the end of the season. If you home campaign, that's where you typically want to be at, because that's where you get your end of the reward campaign. There's a leaderboard based on alliance points in Cyrodiil, which determines who gets Emperor and so on and so forth. I'm going to have a lot more information about PvP, but this is just a quick guide to let you know that you can get in here, start PvPing at level 10. So once again, you hit the L key. L key brings you to the Alliance War tab, this little castle looking thing. You have a left hand side is where basically the campaigns are. You have a 14-day campaign, a non-vet, 30-day, which you have 2, and 7. So now, this video is mainly for console players and or PC players that haven't really experienced this, so I'm going to talk in general terms, because PC players kind of know what the campaign's for and who dominates which. Basically, the 30-day campaigns are the most popular, which is Thornblade. As you can see, it's full, which is called Pop Lock, Population Lock, and that's when it has the lock. So if you to get in here, you have to actually queue and basically wait in line. Now, I'm going to set this as my guest, so I hit the F key. Are you sure you want to set it? Basically, you can't get the benefit of the buffs in Thornblade, but you still can participate. Now, you can see here, you are a guest. It has a little home symbol here. So if I wanted to enter the campaign, I hit enter, and it queues me up. So solo queue, position number 11. So I have to wait 11 people ahead of me, leave, and enter before I get in. I'm going to exit that queue because I really don't want to play right now in there. So what I want to do is the non-veteran campaign. For those of you that are new to PvP and maybe a low B, what we call a low B, anyone under VR1, this is probably where you want to start out. So I'm going to home this campaign with the R key. Set now. Okay, now you see it's a home campaign. So if I want to enter that, you can see there's very low populations, not that populated, but it's a good way to experience PvP, have some fun, and then while you're leveling, you can still experience it. PvP by far is a really slow way to level. You're not going to get that much experience points because you're really getting experience points based on who you kill, and without killing a lot of people, you're going to level slowly. But it's still a lot of fun. Plus, you don't have the pressure of basically fighting people that are way ahead of you and have been at the end of the game for months now. So I recommend going there. A couple things to know about the campaigns. This is where you rank up. Every rank you get in Cyrodiil, you get a skill point. There's also a specific skill line for the alliance tree. Where is it? Oh, I haven't even entered, so I haven't even unlocked it yet. So let's go ahead and enter there. I'm going to go ahead and enter the campaign. If you get a queue access, it pops down here in your notifications, then you get a minute to enter. So I'm going to hit enter Blackwater Paid. If it's your first time in Cyrodiil, there's a starter quest that gives you a skill point. I highly recommend doing it. It's going to show you all the siege. It's going to show you how to get comfortable in PvP and what you need to know. So we're going to go ahead and do this and unlock the skill and the basically the skills you can get throughout here. Some of the best skills in the game are in Alliance, and you can only get these skills by leveling up your Alliance. Skill line gained, Assault. Sheppy likes that. Hey. Okay, so welcome to
Cyrodiil,
Cyrodiil. Do
soldier.
you want to help? Yes. Where do I
First,
go?
you need training. It starts with an easy task. If you think you don't need...
Okay, so even if you don't plan on coming in PvP, you really need to come here and get the skill point. If you talk to the ground warlord right away, you can skip the training. I highly recommend that you don't do that. You want to talk to this person, then take the transit shine.
Greetings. Transit is a castle.
So transit is shrines in a nutshell. If you look here, you get around Cyrodiil using these basically connectors, and you cut off transit by taking a keep. More on that later. But just to know, the transit and way shrine are two different things. Transit are in Cyrodiil only connections. Way shrine is how you get in and out of Cyrodiil. So if you want to leave Cyrodiil, you just go to this way shrine, which is at the beginning. There's 2 beginning starter places for each campaign, and these can't be accessed by the enemy. So if you're in Daggerfall, you'll start up here. You're in Ebonheart Pact, you'll start up here, or Aldmeri, you'll start here. So this is a Smurf territory, this is the tomato, and this is banana. So as bananas, I'm going to go to the left, and that's where the siege range is, where we get to practice. There's a lot of sky shards in here. You're talking about 15 skill points worth, so you need to come here and experience a lot of the content to get some of the sky shards. It's my first time here, so I don't have the way shrine unlocked. I'm going to go ahead and activate that so it's unlocked. Boom. Remember, you can do this as early as 10, so it's a good way to get some experience, complete some quests, and get a skill point without really attacking anyone.
More is certainly good. About time.
This is the Siege Merchant Vendor. Get more on that. There's a guide on Siege Weapon that Party Pyro did on my website. So if you want to read about Siege, I'm going to have more details on that later. But like I said, this is just a generic intro quest to get you familiar with entering and exiting Cyrodiil. So he wants us to go to the Eastern Gate to practice the siege. So we use a transit trying to go back here. Now we're going to go to the siege range and practice. So while we're heading out there, siege weapons are used to basically do anti-personnel, anti-siege, take down keeps, and so on and so forth. Cyrodiil is a massive PvP area, open world. There's no instances, so this entire area is open. I mean, the amount, how big it is daunting. It's huge. So if you like huge open area fights, you're going to love PvP and Elder Scrolls Online. And it's a lot different than other games. At first, I really didn't like it, so give it a chance. If you get killed and over, settle down. It happens to everyone. Just get in here and get a good, strong group, and it's going to be fun. Okay, so we got our siege, and we're going to go through a little training lesson. I'm going to shoot a meat bag. Now, meat bags are anti-personnel. They have a healing debuff with them. So basically, if you hit someone with this, ooh, again, a skill point, they can't heal themselves for 50% of what they normally do. It's huge. It's super important to use this. Scatter shot, not that good. Oil slows people down, which I like. But really, meat bag is your primary anti-personnel weapon. So we go over here to the Ballista. Fire Ballista, Dominion's Ballista, or Lightning. Dominion's is really strong against taking down walls. Fire is anti-personnel or anti-siege. You can buy fire with gold. And generally you buy these siege with alliance points. So it takes money to make money, basically. So now we have trebuchets. These take a long reload time. Stone trebuchets, just like stone ballista or Dominion's ballista, is really good against walls. So as you can see, it has huge range, but it takes forever to reload. But it's a good thing to use if you need long range targets. Ice slows people. Fire, not so good. It's cheap, but you can buy with gold. Battering ram is the last of the siege, and it's used to basically ram front doors. Not very common, but you can keep 1 or 2 with you. I've already completed the quest. This is what a forward camp looks like. They're currently out of the game, so not very useful. After you turn the quest in, you get a skill point, and then also you get the new skill line, which is the Alliance War. You have the Assault skill line, Rapid Maneuvers, really powerful ability. You have all these passives that you unlock, and then you have the Support. Same sort of thing. How you unlock or continue to progress in PvP is getting alliance points. Alliance points are earned for killing people, resurrecting, healing. Basically anything you do against other players or for players, you're going to get alliance points. There's a whole different separate meta on how to get alliance points and how to get them fast. I'm not going to cover this. But now that you got this unlocked, you get access to 2 or more skills right away. Razor Caltrop's one of the best abilities in the game, so you can work on this skill line and get even more awesome abilities. But at least you get it unlocked and you get something to choose from. So now after you do the intro quest, they're going to have you kind of go to the temple and see what an Elder Scroll looks like. I've already done that. And you can return Elder Scrolls. They're worth bonuses. And look at all this stuff to discover here. These are all dolmens, a sky shard, lore books. It's just so much to discover on each character. So generally what I do with a new character is I come out here, do the intro quest, and I just go explore on a really quiet server with a couple friends. You can get about 15 skill points. You can level your mages and fighters guild up significantly just by doing the dolmens and everything. So if you wanted to spend time leveling in Cyrodiil and just have that PvP element, you totally could do that. So this is kind of an introduction to the siege. Now let's go buy some siege. Alright, so you know I said it takes money to make money type thing. It takes AP to make AP. You're going to see this symbol here, which is a Siege Merchant Vendor, and also your Stable Master. I highly recommend getting one horse, that's your bag horse that has carrying capacity while you're leveling, and a separate horse for speed in Cyrodiil. And specifically, I like the fast horse here. It costs about 40,000 gold, so if you're new to the game, you're probably not going to have access to that right away. But it's something to save up for later. The Siege Merchant right here. So buy Siege. Now, you can see the red stuff. I don't have enough AP, 1800. Dominion's Ballista, that's the best. It costs 1800 because it's really, really effective. Fire Ballista can be bought with gold and or AP. So if you are new to PvP and don't have any AP, you can still siege keeps just with the Dominion's Ballista. Same thing with the Fire Trebuchet. So you can get on those. Meat bags you can only buy with AP. So save up. Flaming Oils, you got to have those for keep defense and also offense. Repair kits, when you take over a keep and you want to repair it, you need to get these. These can also be bought with gold. So you can use your gold to earn AP, or you can use your AP to keep earning AP if you want. I'm going to have way more videos on alliance points and fighting and all that sort of thing, but this is just to get you started with the alliance war, get that skill line unlocked and get you an early skill point. Remember, you can start PvPing and do this as early as level 10. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and more to come on Cyrodiil PvP.